New hair and tattoo options in Star Citizen Alpha 3.24.2, currently in PTU. Really quick breakdown, they have added a ton of new hairstyles, tattoos, makeup styles, that sort of thing. You can still go in and pull your old presets out, as I'm doing here, load the one from your current save, so when that comes out you won't start from scratch if you don't want to. Once you've pulled up your old save or started a new one, you can start diving into the DNA changer, the skin tone changer. There's this long list of new hairstyles. I'm sticking with the one I like because it looks the closest to me in real life, but there are lots of cool options. You got afros and you've got cornrows and all kinds of other kind of diverse hairstyles for various groups of people, male and female. I focused on the male character here for my own, but you got a lot of really cool options to dive through as far as what you can do to make your character kind of stand out, whether you like to go goofy, whether you like to go realistic. Facial hair. The only beard before was kind of this big bushy beard. Now they've added a much smaller, almost like a stubble, or at least a shorter beard. They've got mustaches. Again, they've got some goofy ones. They got the mutton chops. They got the big blubberjack beards. They got some weird styled beards. You can change their colors. You can make them pink, blue, green, whatever you want, but they're still, it's cool that there's as much diversity to making your character look the way you want them to. Makeup stayed basically the same. Here's the cool section, tattoos. There's not that many to choose from yet, but there's going to be. Once we have the full lineup, I'm hoping you can customize even more, how they're placed, how they're organized. But at the moment, you can choose from a decent number of interesting tattoos. I went with the one in the bottom left that you can see here. It's the closest thing I could find to like an Expanse style belter tattoo with like the lines and sort of the constellations going on your skin. But you can go a bunch of different ways. You can get colorful, non-colorful, black and white, fancy, not fancy. And they've added piercings. Nose piercings, eyebrow, left ear, right ear, and mouth. Whether you have piercings in real life and want to be represented here, or if you just want to try something new for your character. I don't have any piercings. For mine, I went with a couple of ear piercings. I thought they looked kind of cool. But there's a lot of options here for making your character, as with the hair and the tattoos, stand out just a little bit more in the verse. So once you've selected what you want your character to have, you're going to go and you're going to review, you're going to save. Now, if you want to, you can also save this as a preset. And so what I did was, once I have my character looking the way I wanted them to, as close to me as I possibly could, probably a bit better looking than me, I went into review and I saved this. You can't have any spaces. You can't have any weird names or characters when you're naming these. So I tried to name it, BVL 3.24.2 first, and as you'll see here, it didn't work. So in the end, I settled on BVL 3242 as sort of just like an abbreviation of that. And you'll see that it literally won't let me save it on the right hand side. So just save yourself some time. Don't put spaces, don't put special characters, just name it something really simple. You'll see my pre-saves above that are named like BVL with hair, with shaved. You actually can't do that anymore. You can't have spaces at all. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. So you go ahead and save. Select the one that you want, load it in just to be sure, and accept. And once you've accepted this, you're going to dive yourself back into the game and take a look at your new character. This hung up a bit. I pre-recorded this. It kind of froze for a minute, so we're just going to give it a second as it loads me into the verse. I'm trying to get into the PTU, which isn't always most stable, so bear with me, and then we'll get in there. I do have another video coming later today. I did a quick walkthrough of both of the Zeuses, the CL and the ES. I don't own either at the moment, but somebody was nice enough to lend them to me. So if you're waiting for videos on the Zeus, I did like a really quick 4-minute sprint through to show you everything in the ship that I felt mattered. A little quick flight and just some social time in the new ships. I'm sure we'll see them more when it goes live in 3.24.2 open. So once you're loaded in at your home, for me at the moment it's Microtech. I usually do Area 18. I chose Microtech this time. You can kind of hop out of bed and take a look at your character and your tattoos. I'm going to show you some weird visual things that are going on with them, just so you don't think that yours is bugged out, but otherwise you're going to be good to go. And here we go. Let's pull off that gear. And let's get rid of the undersuit. At this point, I was trying to drag my undersuit off and it wasn't working. But you can see the neck tattoos that are showing visible there, which is really cool. Drag this onto the ground. Now there's some visual tearing you can see here. The skin tone basically changes. So ignore that. I'm sure they're working on it, but really cool tattoo set that I've got set up here. I think it looks great. That's it. New hair, new tattoos, some new makeup, some things to work on to customize your character in the verse. I will show you more when this goes live. Thanks for tuning in.